Hey there, everybody. Thanks for joining me for 30 days of Christmas ornaments. Today's video is kind of inspired by another grab bag from the thrift store. So I love picking up things like toy blocks when I see them because they can become so many things. They become a base of a Christmas tree. They can be glued together to be propping things up. They can become just come on, right? So what I was thinking for another ornament was to pair them with, I just found these big letter tiles from the dollar store. And if you think about these things, they're almost the perfect size to make cute little houses for the tree. So what I'm doing is I am off camera. I'm going to spray paint them white just so that I have a good base and I even out the colors. I will paint over the letters. There were some letters that had symbols like and a star, and I picked those because I was and a Z. I was less likely to use those in future. I left the popular letters for future crafts. I don't have a future craft in mind, but I like to be somewhat strategic about this. And I'm just getting everything painted white before we come back, and then we get to start playing with them. Hang on. Now that our little squares are base coated, and really that's all the white was doing, I want to get them painted out. Now you have a lot of options, obviously. These are going to become little houses. So what's the overall look that you're after? You could paint them all different colors. You can paint them all the same. They can all be in pastels. They could all be in, old red brick kind of look. It's up to you. I'm going to paint, and I'm using all-in-one paints so that they're done. I'm going to paint one in Alchemy in this beautiful thyme color. And I'm going to paint the other in a fusion color, which is iron clay. So we're going with kind of two different looks, but I want to get these base coated and painted out before we would begin attaching roofs or doing anything else to them. So let's get that done. Now that the blocks are dry, I want to assemble the house before I decorate it. It's just easier for me to kind of get a vision of kind of the sizing and the look and all that kind of fun stuff. So what I'm going to do, just want to make sure I've got all smooth sides here, is I want to attach the roof. Now, before I do this, I want to ensure that I have a way to be able to hang it. So what I am going to do is I'm taking a little piece of cording and I'm going to hang a jingle bell. Now, you could just do a little tiny bead, but I just figure that this is going to hang on the inside of my roof, and the ornament will make a little noise. But just a little bead or a knot or something that stops the cording from popping through the roof, you'll see what I mean, is going to be a plus. Because in essence, what we're going to do is glue this together, right? Have our loop coming out the top. Okay, hard to show you without glue. Sort of like that. Whoops, sort of like that. And then the little bell on the inside, and the bell stops the cord from popping through. So we're gonna have to be kind of working at a bit of speed here. What I like to do is just do a dab on kind of the inside center and just kind of lay my cord down in it. So that's going to hold it in place when I go to glue things, and I'm not trying to futz things around, right? We'll just let that dry. And that's going to hold that roof, that that little bell in place so that when I now go, whoops, still not dry, but as I go now to glue the rest of the roof together with my hot glue, I can. I just want to make sure that I kind of hold it out to dry over top of my base so that I have it the right width for when I go to glue it on. So I want to kind of hold that till it's dry. I just want to add a little bit more glue. Let this part dry. And it'll be okay because I'm going to decorate the top, so it doesn't matter that you can kind of see this glue right now. But once this is dry, then I can glue the roof down to the base. Okay, for this little guy, see the little bell inside? I have these little dollhouse wood shingles. Again, I just thrifted it. So I'm going to glue these on, just kind of overlapping them. I think that they'll look cute with this pink color. And then when this is done, I'll take a look at another idea for the other roof. All right, this is what this roof looks like. I have a gap there, but I have plans for the gap, so don't worry. But look how cute that little roof looks. So know that you could use like tongue depressors or popsicle sticks cut down to get a similar look. I just happen to have those little shakers because I thrifted them. I am thinking on this one that maybe I could do something cool with all these little wood slices. Now they all sort of curl, but that might be cute, right? Okay, well, we're just gonna try it anyway. It's like, you can't really answer me and I don't know till I do it. So we'll just see how it goes. I sort of missed filming properly. This is when it's off, but I just wanted to show you, I am taking ink pens, drawing on doors. I'm going to fill them in with a white ink pen and just give it windows and doors. Now, what I want to do is I want to make a little bit of snow, textured snow. So to do that, I'm taking some white paint. It can be any kind of white paint. I'm using Casement because I have it and apparently it's got some lumps. It's not coming out well. But, okay, come on. There we go. All right. So I'm taking some white paint, any kind. I'm putting it into a bag. You'll see the reason why. And I'm just going to take a little bit of baking soda, and I'm taking a little bit of white glue just to make it a little hardier. So I'm just taking a bit of baking soda. I just want to thicken my paint up a little bit. Now, you could, instead of doing this, I'm just going to mix it now. You could use, DIY has a product called paint frosting, which is a thickener. It'll thicken up paint. You could just take white spackle. You could just take paint itself and kind of put it in the freezer for a little bit until it sort of thickens. This doesn't look like it's going to be as thick as I want. So let me add some more in there. Now, I have my little houses and I have some little, elements here. You can take, some Christmas greenery pieces and you can glue them on as bushes. Anything you want to be able to add a little bit more decoration. I want to put these pieces on. I'm just letting this set a little bit, but I'm going to glue these pieces on first so that when I go to do my piping, it'll be the last thing I do so that I'm not going to be disturbing it. All right, I thickened mine up a little bit and I moved it into a baggie because the other bag was a little too stiff. If you happen to have a piping bag with you, then use that. I have them at home. Just don't have them here. Whoops, just don't have them here. So then the idea with this now is that we're gonna use this thickened mixture to create some snow. And you can do some icicles if you want, but we're gonna do a little bit of a frosting. So give them more of a winter feel. So you can do the trim around the bottom, add in snow sparkles, anything that you'd like. This roof line, which was open, now gets to be filled with our snow, and we can take it down the roof line a little bit. And you're just using it like you would cake frosting. Let's take a look at our finished little houses. I gotta tell you, these look so sweet. So here's our little blue one. Got a little bit of greenery. We've got those curving arched. I wasn't sure how these were gonna look, actually. Look at the bell sitting, hanging in there, right? We've got a little jingle happening. And this is ours with our little shingles. Just so cute. A whole little mess of these hanging off a tree, done in all kinds of different little looks. I have to tell you, for me, the snow, right, on all the trim makes it. It just really sets them off, and so simple to be able to do. It dries hard, and you can have, you know, little hanging icicles if you want. You can have a little bit, a lot, but it's just what gives it that winter vibe. And I think it's just so cute. Anyway, let me know what you think of these, made from just a couple of those extra large tiles from the dollar store and some kids toy blocks that I thrifted. The dollar store has some wood blocks that you can buy as well. They would work just as well as these, or just cut some blocks of your own. Super sweet, super easy little idea. Embellish as you will with whatever you have on hand. Super cute little decoration. Let me know what you think. Looking forward to your thoughts and looking forward to seeing you on the next one. Until then, take care.